Welcome to the Success Mindset Podcast, where we empower you to unlock your full potential and achieve greatness. Join us as we explore the transformative power of your mindset and uncover the strategies that will help you conquer your goals and create the life that you've always dreamed of. So buckle up, get inspired, and let's dive into today's episode. Welcome to the Success Mindset Podcast, the show where bold ideas meet practical action so that you can lead with purpose and grow from the inside out. Let me ask you this. You ever sit down with big goals and a full cup of coffee, and then suddenly it's 3 p.m. and all you've done is chase tasks like a caffeinated squirrel? Yeah, that. Today we're talking about the simple, unsexy stuff that actually builds momentum, daily disciplines. The things nobody wants to do, but everybody wants the results from. And so you want breakthroughs? Cool. Start with brushing up your basics. So let's get into how small habits lead to big wins. And if you were hoping for a shortcut, you can always just keep winging it. I wouldn't do that though. But hey, it's your call. Here's the thing. Discipline isn't a personality trait, it's a pattern. And the people who build the pattern, they win. And so it's not about waking up at 4 a.m. and cold plunging your way to success. It's about doing the small, boring things on purpose until the results stop being accidental and they start being inevitable. Create rhythm, clear the fog, stack the wins. You want to feel more comfortable? Be the kind of person who keeps promises to yourself. You want to lead your team better? Model consistency so they know what dependable actually looks like. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to show up every day because let's be real, your goals aren't ghosting you, you might just be ghosting the work. So let's bring in a few experts to back that up because sometimes hearing it from somebody else helps the truth go down smoother. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, he says that if you want to change your outcome, you got to change your system. Habit stacking. That's just a fancy way to say add one thing to something that you're already doing, like stretching while your coffee brews or breathing deeply before you check email. It works. Why? Because your brain loves not having to think. Darren Hardy, with the compound effect, he breaks it down like this. You're either compounding in the right direction or the wrong one. Every decision counts, even the little ones. So if your plan is to freestyle your way to success, cool. Just don't be surprised when your results feel like a freestyle also. You can keep gambling on spontaneous brilliance, or you can build something repeatable. One of those has better odds. Just saying. So, all right, theory's nice, but what does this actually look like when real leaders apply it? Let's go there. There's a manager I know who ends every workday by jotting down 3 wins and sending 1 thanks email. Doesn't matter if the day exploded, she still does it. Now our team does it too. Morale's up, tension's down. Coincidence? Nah, that's just cause and effect. And there's this founder who blocks a 30-minute window each morning labeled think. That's it. Just quiet, protected space. Funny how strategic she's become since she's stopped letting her day run her. So these aren't wild hacks, they're just habits that stack wins. Kind of like flossing, right? You don't always feel like it's working, but if you skip it long enough, and well, your goals might need a root canal. Ready to see what happens when a team locks into discipline together? Check this out. So the problem was a tech team was always behind. Meetings felt like a fire drill. Project missed every deadline. And leaders added 2 things for the solution, a 15-minute check-in and a 5-minute wrap-up. Every single day they did that. It felt annoying at first, but accountability settled in. And the outcome was deadlines improved by 28%, engagement shot up, and people stopped hating Mondays. It turns out consistency might not be flashy, but it sure is profitable. You know what doesn't work though? Hoping somebody else will organize the chaos while you keep reacting like it's a surprise. It wasn't about overwhelming the whole company. It was about making space for the right rhythm and sticking to it like it mattered, because it did. And so now let's zoom out. What happens when discipline becomes culture? That's where things really shift. Picture a nonprofit director walking into a team stuck in overwhelm. Instead of pushing harder, she started every meeting with one simple question. What went right this week? At first, people blinked, and then they shared, and then they smiled, And months later, the team wasn't just surviving, they were thriving. Donations up, burnout down, and a culture of momentum that didn't need hype, it just needed discipline. And here's the kicker. Nothing flashy changed, just one small question asked consistently. Sometimes the secret to momentum isn't motivational posters, it's remembering that predictability isn't the enemy, chaos is. So here are some take-home tricks. Tomorrow, run a stand-up meeting with a hard stop and let everyone share one win and one focus. Keep it snappy. Watch what happens. And end each day with 3 quick wins, even if one of them is that you didn't lose your cool on that call. Instead of "this is hard," say "this is building me." It sounds cheesy, I know, but so does every gym slogan, and you still show up. Spend 15 minutes with a book or a podcast that pushes your perspective. Small inputs shift entire trajectories. And then send one message today to your team or your mentor declaring one discipline that you're sticking to this week. Make it public. Make it count. And if any of these sound too simple to matter, good. That means they're actually sustainable. So we pulled back the curtain on how boring disciplines build brilliant results. We unpacked Clear and Hardy's methods, showed how real leaders make routines stick, and laid out 5 small steps that you can actually start today. If you're still waiting for a breakthrough but skipping the part where you show up every day, you might be mistaking movement for progress. Let's fix that. If you want to dig deeper, explore the blog or check out the Success Mindset or Geared for Success courses at thecoachingforme.com. Next week, Vision-Driven Leadership, Inspiring Teams to Greatness, where we're going to unpack how to sell your team on a vision so compelling they start chasing it with you. And so if your team isn't catching your vision, it's not because they need more slides, they probably just need to believe it's real. So remember, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to overhaul your whole life. You just need to decide. Decide to do one thing every day on purpose. That little voice telling you that small stuff doesn't matter, ignore that. That voice doesn't write your future. Your habits do. Willpower fades, emotions change, but discipline builds. So when today tries to pull you off course, I want you to smile and say, "Nah, I've got reps to get in." So build the rep, keep the promise, be the person that you're proud of, even if nobody sees it but you. So because here's the deal, you might not get instant results, but you will get stronger. And stronger people, they lead, they rise, they win. So one more time, what's one habit that you're done pretending to care about, and what's one you're about to commit to for real? Decide it, do it, smile about it. Even if it's just one stubborn spark left, that's still yours. Guard it. And hey, whatever it looks like today, do what it takes to keep the fire burning, even if that means shielding a flicker and calling it progress. Until next time. Thank you for joining us on another enlightening episode of the Success Mindset Podcast. Remember, you have the power to shape your destiny and create the life that you desire. If you're ready to take action, subscribe to the podcast and never miss an episode. Share it with your friends and your family and help us build a community of like-minded individuals striving for success. Until next time, stay motivated, keep learning, and let's continue to achieve greatness together.